Since its creation in 2002, the African Union has built its reputation as the main continental body of governance, effectively dealing with African state of affairs. To fulfill its mandate from its 54 member states, the African Union recognizes the need to build its capacity, realizing the African Union's endeavors to maintain its ever stronger position and institutional dynamism. The World Bank provides support to build its capacity. Over the past months, the World Bank and African Union have showed their commitment to build African Union's capacity by conducting various activities. One of the major activities that strengthened the African Union's capacity was the restructuring of the African Union Commission.
The last structure was 2003. And in 2003, the structure of the AU was just a revision of the OAU. Because when we changed from OAU to AU in 1999, so they made the revision of the structure. And what they see there was that there was an overlapping in terms of roles and responsibilities within the Commission, from commissioners level, directors level, and within organs, within offices. For example, there is overlap between the roles of the Pan-African Parliament with the African Union Commission. There is overlap with other organs like the African Court or the Banjul Commission on Human and People's Rights. So the revision of the structure was a very important mechanism in order to put order and have a clear roles and responsibilities.
The tool set up to facilitate programming, budgeting, financial monitoring, and accounting of the African Union was also a priority.
IPSAS stands for International Public Sector Accounting Standards. And IPSAS is a set of technical accounting recommendations, if I want to put it simply, which have been issued by a professional body, which is the International Public Sector Accounting Board, that comprises of members almost from across the world, from the public sectors and other representative international organizations, such as World Bank and so.
Recognizing ICT as a lever for change, capacity development efforts were also focused in the area of information technology.
If I take the case of the organization, organizing conference and the meeting has been one of the core activity of African Union. So the management of document has been a very difficult task for us. One of the things that we have said, we are going to modernize this part of the organization of conference. So the project of capacity building has assisted us to provide around 1,000 smart devices connected to all African Union meeting room, accessible by member state and participant of meeting, so that to access documents directly in the language that they have. This project has helped us to become now more efficient. Less consumption of the paper, less consumption of people managing documents, and of course it increase our visibility.
For a cohesive and more impact in the actions, the African Union has strengthened its collaboration with the Regional Economic Communities, or RECs.
The collaboration between AU and the RECs takes place at various levels. So at the political level, we in fact determined that it was quite well established because the chairperson and the executives of various RECs meet at least twice a year on the margins of the African Union summits. And they look into all the different facets of cooperation and any burning issues at the time for the agenda. So they coordinated the political level quite well. There's also the liaison officers, which were a form of coordination. The African Union has liaison officers at the premises of the RECs. The RECs also have liaison officers to the African Union that sit in Addis Ababa, and they facilitate both the political and the technical cooperation. And highest priority for them also are the peace and security programs. The other level that this project decided to focus on was the program or the project level, the technical project level, where they decided that capacity building was most needed to assist the African Union to develop joint projects and deliver on results under joint projects with the RECs.
As human resources are an undeniable fundamental element in this transformation initiative, the African Union has introduced two major programs to enhance the knowledge and skills of its staff members.
At the level of the managers or at the higher level of the leaders of the AU, there is a need to be always updated on what is new out there in terms of knowledge and in terms of resources out there to apply in order to improve performance. At the levels of staff also there is a need to enhance their technical and on-job skills so that they will be able to move from the narrow project-based functions into a broader based functions. The Academy will also evolve in several stages to be able to give more comprehensive programs for Africans and certified programs for young African leaders.
The African Union needs a learning and development strategy because we have started a journey toward the implementation of 2063 agenda. And these are very specific goals to be achieved that request demands from all of us, leaders and all the staff members, to be equipped, we're very well equipped with the relevant skills and knowledges in order to be able to deliver effectively on this agenda. This is first. Then the second main thing is that we are operating within a global environment which keep changing and very fast. So we need all of us to be up to date in order to be not only delivering on our agenda, but making sure we fit into this environment.
Halfway through, this capacity building project has already produced several important results for the African Union to have the necessary means to carry out its mandate. This effort will continue until December 2018 to build an integrated, prosperous, and peaceful Africa, driven by its own citizens and representing a dynamic force in the international arena. Through the technical and financial support it provides to the African Union Commission, the World Bank eyes on transformational standing the entire African Union capacity.